cock-juggling thunder cunt!
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. A dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone.
There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can roll the image, make it flutter. We can change the focus to a soft blur, or sharpen it to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your television set.
Oh. Ooh.
Are you okay?
Oh. Oh, God. Ooh. Oh, God. Oh. 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 Oh, God. Oh, you're right there. Oh. 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 Oh, God. Oh. Yes. 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 Oh. Oh, yes. 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 Oh. Yes. 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 Oh. 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 Oh, God. Oh.
I'll have what she's having.
For God's sake, don't touch it.
Dad, what's wrong with the telly?
Good evening, London. Allow me first to apologize for this.
The emergency channel!
I do, like many of you, appreciate the comforts of the everyday routine, the security of the familiar, the tranquility of repetition.
Bloody hell.
I enjoy them as much as any bloke. But in the spirit of commemoration,
Who's that, Mum?
whereby those important events of the past, usually associated with someone's death or the end of some awful bloody struggle, are celebrated with a nice holiday, I thought we could mark this November the 5th, a day that is sadly no longer remembered, by taking some time out of our daily lives to sit down and have a little chat. There are, of course, those who do not want us to speak.
Let me think, just let me
I
think.
suspect even now, orders are being shouted into telephones, and men with guns will soon be on their way.
It's Chancellor Sutler.
Damn it!
Why? Who's to blame? Well, certainly there are those who are more responsible than others, and they will be held accountable. But again, truth be told, if you're looking for the guilty, you need only look into a mirror. I know why you did it. I know you were afraid. Who wouldn't be? War, terror, disease. There were a myriad of problems which conspired to corrupt your reason and rob you of your common sense. Fear got the best of you, and in your panic you turned to the now High Chancellor Adam Sutler. He promised you order, he promised you peace, and all he demanded in return was your silent, obedient consent.
Inspector, you're almost through.
Last night, I sought to end that silence. Last night, I destroyed the Old Bailey to remind this country of what it has forgotten. More than 400 years ago, a great citizen wished to embed the 5th of November forever in our memory. His hope was to remind the world that fairness, justice, and freedom are more than words. They are perspectives. So if you've seen nothing, if the crimes of this government remain unknown to you, then I would suggest that you allow the 5th of November to pass unmarked. But if you see what I see, if you feel as I feel, and if you would seek as I seek, then I ask you to stand beside me 1 year from tonight, outside the gates of Parliament, and together we shall give them a 5th of November that shall never, ever be forgotten.
Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The Matrix.
Do you want to know what it is? The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
What truth?
That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind. Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself. This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more. Follow me.
Attention Galaxy! Planet Earth is going out of business. We've lost our minds and everything must go. Insane deals on everything on Earth. Fjords, panda bears, giant sequoias, large inflatable ducks, Portugal, porcupines, oceans, 50% off nocturnal animals, insects, reptiles, and amphibians, unused home gym, artificial pine trees, St. Patrick's Cathedral, bats, other bats, salmon, Tide Pods, a billion fidget spinners, James Vanderbeek. Price to sell before we live in hell. But you must act fast, because planet Earth is over soon. And when it's gone, it's gone. The planet Earth going out of business sale. It's time to say goodbye.
We'll be right back. After we go to the bathroom.
Targeting me won't get their money back. I knew the mob wouldn't go down without a fight, but this is different. They've crossed the line.
You crossed the line first, so you squeezed them, you hammered them to the point of desperation. And in their desperation, they turned to a man they didn't fully understand.
Criminals aren't complicated. We just need to figure out what he's after.
With respect, perhaps this is a man you don't fully understand either. Some men aren't looking for anything logical, like money. They can't be bought, bullied, reasoned, or negotiated with. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
So anyway, I was standing outside this pub, minding my own business, watching all the barrels roll down the ladder, and this fella came up to me. Little bloke he was, you know, glasses, beard, rope, sandals, all that. He said, "Are you one of us?" Well, you know how it is, just come out the pub, the warm glow of humanity spreading inside you. I mean, I didn't want to offend the gentleman. I didn't even know who he was. I mean, no man is an island after all, so I said, yes, by all means. So he stuck this banner in my hand and he said, "Hold this, brother, we're all behind you." And they were. About 500 of them. Down with the Rent Act. Well, it would have been all right if they hadn't thrown the marbles under the hooves of the mounted police. I think that's what really upset them. Well, I tried to unload my banner onto a vicar, but he already had 2 of his own. So somebody belted me round the back of the neck with his truncheon and said, "Go home." I said, "I'm nothing to do with it." I said, "I came here to see the walloping, not to take part in it." Well, anyway, pardon? Oh, you're ready. Is this close enough? Right. I'll see you afterwards. No, sit down over there. There's a bit right something. There, that's right. I'll just knock myself.
Heaven can wait, and a band of angels wrapped up in my heart will take me through the lonely night, through the cold of the day. And I know heaven can wait, and all the gods come down here just to sing for me. And the melody's gonna make me fly without pain, without fear. Give me all of your dreams and let me go along on your way. Give me all of your prayers to sing, and I'll turn the night into the skylight of day. I've got a taste of paradise. I'm never gonna let it slip away. I got a taste of paradise. If I had it any sooner, you know I never would have run away from my home. Heaven can wait, and all I got is time until the end of time. Well, I won't look back, I won't look back. Let the altar shine. Heaven can wait. Why, heaven can wait. Well, I won't look back, I won't look back. Let the altar shine. Let the altar
Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
In the midst of the four beasts, and I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him.
Stood still on a highway, I saw a woman by the side of the road, with a face that I knew like my own, reflected in my window. Well, she walked up to my quarter light, and she bent down real slow. A fearful pressure paralyzed me in my shadows. She said, "Son, what are you doing here? My fear for you has turned me in my grave." I said, "Mama, I come to the valley of the rich, myself to sell." She said, "Son, this is the road to hell." On your journey across the wilderness, from the desert to the well, you have strayed upon the motorway to hell.
So, I've decided to take my work back underground. To stop it falling into the wrong hands.
I say to you today, my friend, so even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, one day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted. Every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is a faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. This will be the day. This will be the day when all of God's children be able to sing with new meaning, my country, tears of thee. Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. So let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightening Alleghanies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring, and when this happens, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
Come in. Shut the door. Now then, Savage. I want to talk to you about some charges that you've been bringing lately. I think that perhaps you're being a little overzealous.
Which charges do you mean, then, sir?
Well, for instance, this one. Loitering with intent to use a pedestrian crossing. Savage, maybe you're not aware of this, but it is not illegal to use a pedestrian crossing. Neither is smelling of foreign food an offence.
You sure, sir?
Also, there is no law against urinating in a public convenience or coughing without due care and attention.
If you say so, sir.
Yes, I do say so, Savage. Didn't they teach you anything at training school?
Oh, sorry, sir.
Some of these cases are just plain stupid. Looking at me in a funny way. Is this some kind of joke, Savage?
No, sir.
And we have some more here. Walking on the cracks in the pavement. Walking in a loud shirt in a built-up area during the hours of darkness. And walking around with an offensive wife. In short, Savage, in the space of 1 month, you have brought 117 ridiculous, trumped-up, and ludicrous charges.
Yes, sir.
Against the same man,
Yes, sir.
a Mr. Winston Kodogo of 55 Mercer Road.
Yes, sir.
Sit down, Savage.
Yes, sir.
Savage, why do you keep arresting this man?
He's a villain, sir.
A villain.
And a jailbird, sir.
I know he's a jailbird, Savage. He's down in the cells now. We're holding him on a charge of possession of curly black hair and thick lips.
Well, there you are, sir.
You arrested him, Savage.
Thank you, sir.
Savage, would I be correct in assuming that Mr. Kodogo is a coloured gentleman?
Well, I can't say I've ever noticed, sir.
Stand up, Savage. Savage, you're a bigot. It's officers like you that give the police a bad name. The press love to jump on incidents like this, and the reputation of the force can be permanently tarnished. Your whole time on duty is dominated by racial hatred and petty personal vendettas. Did you get some kind of perverted gratification from going around stirring up trouble?
Yes, sir.
There's no room for men like you in my force, Savage. I'm transferring you to the SPG.
Thank you very much, sir. Right,
now get out. Oh, it's behind them.
Sorry, sir. It's your edge, sir.
Yes, Savage, it is. Never mind. Get
It's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and me. So set 'em up, Joe.
I got a little story I think you should know. We're drinking, my friend, to the end of a brief episode. Make it one for my baby and one more for the road. I got the routine, put another nickel in the machine. Feeling so bad, can't you make the music easy and sad? I could tell you a lot, but you've gotta be true to your code. Just make it one for my baby and one more for the road. You'd never know it, but buddy, I'm a kind of poet, and I got a lot of things I'd like to say. And when I'm gloomy, won't you listen to me till it's talked away? Well, that's how it goes. And Joe, I know you're getting anxious to close. And thanks for the cheer. I hope you didn't mind my bend in your ear. But this torch that I found, it's gotta be drowned, or it soon might explode. So make it one for my baby and one more for the road. The long, it's so long, the long, very long.
Shoemaker here is first mate on a ship that might suit us.
Be the craziest idea in show business.
When I grow up, I want to stick my head through a circle at the beginning of movies and roar.
What's up now, bitches?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Donald Trump is here tonight. Just recently, in an episode of Celebrity Apprentice, the men's cooking team did not impress the judges from Omaha Steaks. And there was a lot of blame to go around, but you, Mr. Trump, recognized that the real problem was a lack of leadership. And so ultimately you didn't blame Little John or Meatloaf. You fired Gary Busey.
Yeah!
to you, Donald. It's okay, Trump. Calm down. They probably already forgot about the jokes. It's nothing. Nothing. Let's just see what's on the telly.
Welcome back to our 24/7 coverage of the utter humiliation of Donald Trump.
Say what you will about Mr. Trump. He certainly would bring some change to the White House. Let's see what we've got up there.
Make America great again!
We're caught in some kind of tractor beam.
Open a channel! I sense a presence I've not felt in a long time. Nerds! Ah, you again. Look, we're not nerds. If we're nerds, you're nerds. Yeah, right. I'm a Sith Lord, and you're a bald guy in pajamas. Can you do this? No, because that doesn't make any sense. If people can do that, why does anyone have a gun? Oh, because you have to have the reflexes of a Force Master? Oh, so you have to be magic then. That's dumb. Oh, okay, the Force is dumb, but you beaming people all over the place isn't. It's science! We convert a person or object into an energy pattern through a process called demon... Oh, there you go. Yeah, pack your dialogue with bullshit pseudoscience. We don't do that!
Sir, we cannot compensate for the gravimetric interference.
Not now, Geordie. Oh, I feel like I'm in science class, but I'm getting dumber. Do you want to talk about pseudoscience? Midichlorians, then. That doesn't count. How about politics? The Galactic Senate, then. Doesn't count either. Oh, great. So tell me, what does count as Star Wars? The Clone Wars cartoon and the original 3 movies. Except the Ewoks. They're done.
Say, kids, what time is it?
Bunny! Bunny! Where Bunny? Oh, where Bunny? No Bunny. Oh. Bunny! Oh! Oh, Bunny. Oh. Come on, Bunny. Come on.
Fellas, I'm ready to get up and do my thing.
Yeah, man.
I want to get into it, man. You know, like a sex machine, man? Yeah, do it. You know, like a sex machine. Doing it, like having sex with a woman, but as if you were a machine. Okay. Yeah, like some kind of mechanized device built for copulation with the lady. What? Like some kind of electronic digital contraption
that has been specifically designed by futuristic overlords of technology to procreate with human females using their cold precision to usher in the era of a superior cyborganic mankind.
Sex machine!
There have always been ghosts in the machine. Random segments of code that have grouped together to form unexpected protocols. Unanticipated. These free radicals engender questions of free will, creativity, and even the nature of what we might call the soul. Why is it that when some robots are left in darkness, they will seek out the light? Why is it that when robots are stored in an empty space, they will group together rather than stand alone? How do we explain this behavior? Random segments of code? Or is it something more? When does a perceptual schematic become consciousness? When does a difference engine become the search for truth? When does a personality simulation become the bitter moat of a soul?
International rescue from Thunderbird 1. Changing to horizontal flight.
Government scientists say there is an unparalleled period of warmth in the Arctic due to human-caused climate change. This marks the second Trump administration study in just a few weeks, warning about dire climate change consequences. Remember, President Trump said he didn't believe the first one.
Frosty, we're worried about you.
Is this about my drinking?
No, you're made of snow, and the Earth is rapidly warming.
Fake news! I stand with President Trump on this one. MAGA!
But everyone knows global warming is a huge, imminent threat.
Relax, Snowflake. You're just brainwashed by the liberal media.
You're sweating an awful lot.
That's just season's greetings juice.
I think you're melting.
Everything's fine. Frosty the puddle, where are my eyes?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. One very specific man might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
Shepard!
The Reapers are still out there. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
I will show you true power.
We need a leader. And surround them with the brightest, the toughest, the deadliest allies we can find.
Take the fight to the Collectors in person. Looking forward to the action.
Attacking the Collectors would require passing through the Omega-4 relay. No ship has ever returned from doing so.
The team will have to be strong. Their resolve unquestionable.
We have to give everything. Even if that means our lives. We will stop at nothing. We will fight for the lost.
What's choose life?
What?
Choose life. Simon says it sometimes. He says, choose life, Veronica.
Choose life. Choose life was a well-meaning slogan from a 1980s anti-drug campaign. And we used to add things to it. So I might say, for example, choose designer lingerie in the vain hope of kicking some life back into a dead relationship. Choose handbags. Choose high-heeled shoes, cashmere and silk to make yourself feel what passes for happy. Choose an iPhone made in China by a woman who jumped out of a window and stick it in the pocket of your jacket fresh from a South Asian fire trap. Choose Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram and 1,000 other ways to spew your bile across people you've never met. Choose updating your profile. Tell the world what you had for breakfast and hope that someone somewhere cares. Choose looking up old flames, desperate to believe that you don't look as bad as they do. Choose live blogging from your first wank to your last breath, human interaction reduced to nothing more than data. Choose 10 things you never knew about celebrities who'd had surgery. Choose screaming about abortion. Choose rape jokes, slut-shaming, revenge porn, and an endless tide of depressing misogyny. Choose 9/11 never happened, and if it did, it was the Jews. Choose a 0-hour contract and a 2-hour journey to work, and choose the same for your kids, only worse. And maybe tell yourself it's better that they never happened. And then sit back and smother the pain with an unknown dose of an unknown drug made in somebody's fucking kitchen. Choose unfulfilled promise and wishing you'd done it all differently. Choose never learning from your own mistakes. Choose watching history repeat itself. Choose the slow reconciliation towards what you can get rather than what you always hoped for. Settle for less and keep a brave face on it. Choose disappointment. And choose losing the ones you loved, and as they fall from view, a piece of you dies with them. until you can see that one day in the future, piece by piece, they will all be gone, and there'll be nothing left of you to call alive or dead. Choose your future, Veronica. Choose life.
There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people. To see if we could become something more.
So when they needed us, we could fight the battles
that they never could.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail all the same. Dread it. Run from it. Destiny still arrives.
Evacuate the city. Engage all defenses. And get this man a shield.
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe. But this does put a smile on my face.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I watched sea-beams glitter in the darkness at 10,000 Gate. No more drugs for that man. All those moments time, like tears in the rain.
Doctor Who. Doctor Who. Doctor Who.
What?
This is banana bread. Bananas are good. It's my understanding that an unsolicited gift of food can be a precursor to an impromptu invitation to come in and chat. No. Jenna, where are you?
I don't know how to thank you.
I'd love a takeaway.
Consider it done.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
May I help you?
Yes. Could I speak to the drug dealer of the house, please?
I beg your pardon?
It's a beautiful day, and we're out killing drug dealers. Are there any in the house?
Are you ready for anything? Wait, where are you going?
I'll be back. Ha! You did not gonna say that, did you?
That's what you always say.
I do?
Everybody keeps waiting for you to work it in. It's kind of like your calling card.
I understand you're interested in drug dealers.
Yes.
Jack, that's him, the henchman with the glass eye.
Sir, are you a henchman?
No, I only go as far as lackey. Will there be anything else?
Yeah, take off your sunglasses.
Who's asking?
The Tin Man.
Well, Tin Man, suppose you hit the bricks.
Nah, they're the wrong color.
Are they? Oh dear. By all means, let's change them. Would arterial red suit you? Make no mistake, they are exceptionally well trained. I snap my fingers again, and sometime tomorrow you emerge from several canine recta. Or you and Toto can go back to the land of Oz. Questions?
Yeah. 2 of them. Why am I wasting time on a dime-store putz like you? We could be doing something much more dangerous, like rearranging my sock drawers. And 2, how exactly are you gonna snap your fingers after I rip off both of your thumbs?
Have a nice day.
Well, what's free to you mean?
What's free to me?
Yeah.
Same thing it is to you. You tell me.
No, you tell me. No. Because I have to talk to you for such a long...
It's just a feeling. It's just a feeling. It's like, how do you tell somebody how it feels to be in love? How are you going to tell anybody who has not been in love how it feels to be in love? You cannot do it to save your life. You can describe things, but you can't tell them. But you know it when it happens. That's what I mean by free. I've had a couple of times on stage when I really felt free. And that's something else. That's really something else. Like like, I'll tell you what freedom is to me. No fear. I mean, really, no fear. If I could have that half of my life, no fear. Lots of children have no fear. That's the closest way, that's the only way I can describe it. That's not all of it, but it is something to really, really feel.
The Republican Dystopian Chorus is proud to present...
This land is my land. This land is my land. It's also my land. Not Merrick Garland's.
My wife does treason. I poof my way through school.
This land belongs to me and me. Based on our morals, we say what's legal. Next we'll ban condoms. We'll go medieval. I include citations from the 13th century.